Every once in a while, a story comes along that reminds us just how powerful truth can be, even when it shakes the foundation of everything we thought we knew. Today, you'll hear one woman's journey in her own words. Her name's Naomi, and it's a journey that began with a simple DNA test, and it led to life-changing discovery about who she really is, where she comes from, and how love can exist beyond biology. This is her story. And this is her story in her own words. So I will be reading to you exactly what she submitted to us to share with you. Here's my story. I just wanted to try to get details in case I am able to help someone else one day. I know it's hard. Who I thought I was for the past 40 years is not who I am. It all started in 2019. I had a sibling reach out to me asking if I knew about them or had any information to give. I had no clue about this person, and asking my mom, she was not willing to give any information. We did DNA testing on Ancestry to prove she was related. This information is important to my story, and I believe you will see why in a little bit. A couple years later, I was sitting there one evening looking at my relatives on Ancestry and realized my dad's family is not there at all. I do not know half of these people. It then probably took me another few months to realize my truth, that my biological father is not the man who raised me. I was devastated, heartbroken, and confused. See, I'm a daddy's girl. He was my rock. I then came to a quick realization that it didn't matter if he was my biological father. He was my dad, and that's all that mattered. Although wanting to find out more information about what is going on, family history, and wanting to know who I truly was, I reached out to DNAngels. They helped me realize who my potential father and siblings were. In August of 2024, I finally got the nerve up and reached out to my aunt that I was connected to on Ancestry and explained I think one of her brothers would be my father. I had not heard back, and I was just going to let it be. Fast forward to April 2025, I got a message stating, "Hey, my sister would like to speak to you regarding our potential match." This was from someone the DNAngels said was potentially a half-brother. We were at an Easter egg hunt with my daughter, father-in-law, and his wife. I didn't know what to do, so I showed my husband the message, as he was the only one close to me that knew anything of what was going on. He said, "Well, you need to respond and give her your phone number." I did just that. A couple hours later, I got a text message saying, "Hi, this is Bonnie. My brother sent you a message regarding your DNA match. Can we talk?" I was so incredibly nervous because it could go one of two ways. Either I'm accepted and gain new family members, or they blame me and want nothing to do with me. We tried to figure out over the next couple days and weeks if their dad was my biological father. It boils down to, yes, he is, and I'm one lucky girl, because I have gained 5 new siblings. 2, I guess you would call them wonderful stepmoms. The dad who raised me passed away in February. When talking to my sister, I found out my biological father passed away 10 days after my dad. I believe that everything happens for a reason. My dad needed me in the last days, months, and years of his life. Although I never got to meet my biological father, I have found peace within my siblings that I have met. I did go out to Montana for his celebration of life, where I got to meet my siblings. To say this has been a whirlwind of a story I've unraveled is an understatement, but it is the piece of a puzzle I have been missing that I didn't even know I needed. Now, my next task or battle is to speak to my mother, biological mother, who raised me, and let her know I know the truth. I don't judge you, nor do I need to know everything, but I am happy I have more family to love, and this is where my story lies now. Sometimes the truth doesn't take anything away from us. It simply adds more people to love, more stories to tell, and more understanding of who we are. This journey isn't easy, but it brought peace and connection and a new sense of belonging to anyone out there walking a similar path, wondering who you are or where you come from. Remember, the truth may hurt, but it can also heal. And as Naomi said so beautifully to herself, I don't judge. I don't need all the answers. I'm just happy to have more family to love. That's a beautiful story, Naomi. And let's all show her support by dropping those purple hearts in the comments. And if you need any help finding your biological family, always reach out to us at DNAngels.org.